You speaking, you not broke, and then you get complacent because you start believing that you're not broke, because you believe that the universe is going, because you've been saying, I'm not broke, the universe is going to drop something in your lap. It don't work like that.
You got the
Smoking on
juice.
fire, smoking as I, smoking that lie. High, get high, smoking as I, smoking.
So the problem is not that you aren't trying to recreate yourself. The problem is that you haven't admitted to yourself, right? On a conscious level, right? You don't have to be subconscious, right? I'm talking about you haven't admitted to yourself consciously that you are this person. Be okay, and this motherfucker's gonna be okay, and this motherfucker. Like, comment, subscribe, share, dislike, do all that, do something but show some love, right? And so a lot of us have to realize that when we trying to become this new person, right? We still have our old selves, our old self that is attached to us, right? So a lot of us, okay, let's say you're a drinker, right? And you tell yourself, man, I don't care about drinking. I'm never gonna drink again. You're trying to motivate yourself, but you're in denial, right? That's unhealthy for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? To have a false representation of oneself is unhealthy because you deny your future self access to take over. You understand what I'm saying? So when you sit there in denial, right, you are more susceptible for this thing to happen, right? You like, okay, I'm not an alcoholic, so I can take this one sip and keep on, living my life. You feel what I'm saying? You're in denial. You understand what I'm saying? You have to tell yourself, okay, I have an issue, right? You don't necessarily have to say you're an alcoholic. Don't speak that against yourself. But what I am saying is you have to be aware and be true to oneself that you do have an issue, right? So you don't want to put yourself in them same positions, but you do want to admit that you have a position that you're stuck in. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of us have to recreate our realities by taking and accepting who we truly are, who we are at the moment, right? A lot of us don't really want to accept who we really are, right? So somebody could tell you to your face, you a liar, right? I'm not a liar. You could have been practicing not lying, right? You could have been practicing not lying this entire time, right? But you've still been lying, right? The mere fact that you haven't taken on the ideology or the character or the idea that you have been a liar sets apart. It sets like a gate or like a hurdle, something like a blockage, right? To where you are not able to access what you would access if you would say, oh, I do lie sometimes, but I have been, you know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Don't take on the identity of a liar, but you can acknowledge the fact that you have been lying. You feel what I'm saying? That's how you start to move forward. You don't just jump and be like, oh, I'm not a liar. I speak this into existence. Dude, just like when y'all be like, I'm broke, right? You're broke, or you say, I'm not broke. I have money. I speak this into existence. Bro, the missing link is that you haven't been accepting the fact who you are in this moment. You feel what I'm saying? What you are in this moment, right? So you can say, okay, like I said, don't take on the person, don't take on the name, right? Don't take on the broke aspect. So listen, don't take on the broke aspect. Start slowing words down like, okay, there's obviously some funds missing, right? Okay, there's funds missing. Don't say, oh yeah, I'm broke, right? No. Don't say I'm not broke, right? Don't say I'm broke and don't say I'm not broke. Don't say I'm not broke because the subconscious mind registers that as you being in denial. And then when you're in denial, you start to pretend a lot, right? When you pretend a lot because you're in denial, you become more of a fake character. So it's harder for you to access your future self or your higher self because you haven't been real with yourself. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people try to tell you, right, you need to do this, you need to say I am this, I am that, but they're not telling you that you're still in this position right now and you're missing the link. You speaking that, but your subconscious mind is not believing it, right? You feel what I'm saying? Because you got to start to understand, right, that it's more so than just the subconscious. It's more so than just what you believe. Listen, dog. Hey, look. When you when you don't be real with yourself, like I said, you deny your future self, your higher self, access to yourself right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's just not gonna work like that, right? So like I said, this is why a lot of spiritual teachers tell you that, to purposely misinform you so that you go out and you like, okay, I'm this, I'm that, and you never really go nowhere. So you have to go back to that spiritual teacher over and over and over again to really understand fully what's happening. You know what I'm saying? It's just like this. When a person be like, okay, I'm tired of being broke, right? On my mama, I'm tired of being broke. They at that point they fed up, right? So they finna change. You feel it in they finna change their reality, right? When you say, I'm not broke, I can't be broke. You know what I'm saying? The subconscious mind says, okay, we're not broke, right? So let's sit here, right? The conscious mind says, we're not broke. Let's sit here and pretend, right? This is why you never go anywhere. This is why you still don't have nothing. Because you're saying, I'm not broke, and you get complacent because you're not broke, right? You speaking, you not broke, and then you get complacent because you start believing that you're not broke, because you believe that the universe is going, because you've been saying, I'm not broke, the universe is going to drop something in your lap. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. I'm trying to let y'all know that you have to take and be real with yourself. Like, watch this, right? If you don't know that there are other voices playing inside of your head, right? If you don't know that, if y'all haven't found that out by now and not have been real with yourself, how can you ever really move forward through the matrix, right? How can you ever ascend if you don't know that there's other versions of you, right? So y'all got to start using your minds and slowing things down and really paying attention to the words that's coming out of your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? Like I was saying yesterday, like a lot of people be like, oh, do you really hear what you just said? Do you hear what you just said? Yeah, I'm aware of what I just, are you consciously aware of what you just said? Yeah, I'm consciously aware of what I just said. I just told you what I just said, didn't I? Then 2 hours later, you know what? You was right. You weren't consciously aware of what you just said because the awareness just kicked in now. Hindsight is 20/20. Your hindsight should be on all day. I'm talking about all day. Look. Hindsight all day. You know what I'm saying? Use your minds, right? Bro. Hindsight is 20/20, y'all. So yeah. Like I was saying, y'all, that's what it is, bro. That's what it is, y'all. That's what it is, y'all. I don't know what else to say. That was my message for the day. Y'all be smooth. Take care.